Did you know that your mindset could be the one thing standing between you and wealth? This is a question that opens the door to a profound understanding of wealth creation, as illustrated in the iconic book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. In this book, author Robert Kiyosaki shares his experience growing up with two father figures, each with a different perspective on money. His biological father, the poor dad, was a highly educated man with a stable job, yet he always struggled financially. On the other hand, his friend's father, the rich dad, was a businessman with an 8th grade education who understood how money works and used this knowledge to his advantage. The difference between the two was not in their income, but in their mindset. Poor Dad saw money as a scarce resource, forever out of reach. He believed in the traditional path of getting a good education, securing a good job, and saving for retirement. Rich Dad, however, saw money as a tool to be leveraged. He understood that financial prosperity hinges on one's ability to generate income beyond a regular paycheck. He knew that wealth is not about how much money you make, but how much you keep and how many generations you keep it for. This difference in mentality is underpinned by the importance of financial education, a subject often overlooked in our conventional education systems. Financial education is not just about understanding money, but also about understanding how to make it work for you. It's about investing in assets, minimizing liabilities, and creating streams of passive income. It's about knowing the difference between working for money and having your money work for you. In summary, the key to a wealthy mindset is not about having more money, but about understanding money. It's about breaking free from the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle to have your money generate more money. It's about understanding that financial freedom is not a dream, but a well-planned journey. So the first step towards financial freedom is adopting the right mindset and understanding the importance of financial education. Do you know the difference between an asset and a liability? The answer might surprise you. In the world of finance, the terms assets and liabilities are often thrown around, but what do they really mean? According to Rich Dad, Poor Dad, the answer is not as complex as you might think. An asset, simply put, is something that puts money into your pocket. This could be a rental property, a business, stocks, bonds, or any other investment that generates income. On the flip side, a liability is something that takes money out of your pocket. This could be a car payment, a mortgage, or credit card debt. Now, how did the rich dad and poor dad approach these two concepts differently? The rich dad, understanding the true nature of assets and liabilities, focused on acquiring assets. He bought properties, invested in businesses, and built a portfolio of income-generating assets. This allowed him to build wealth over time. Every dollar he earned was a soldier, sent out to earn more dollars on his behalf. The poor dad, on the other hand, had a misunderstanding of assets and liabilities. He saw his house as an asset, not realizing that the mortgage payments, property taxes, and maintenance costs were continuously draining money from his pocket. He bought cars on credit, adding more liabilities to his balance sheet. His money was constantly going out, with little coming in. This led to a cycle of debt that was hard to break free from. Understanding the difference between assets and liabilities is more than just a matter of semantics. It's a fundamental principle of financial literacy. It's the difference between building wealth and accumulating debt. It's the difference between financial freedom and a lifetime of financial struggle. So, how do you want to live your life? Do you want to be like the rich dad, continuously growing your wealth by acquiring assets? Or do you want to be like the poor dad, constantly battling debt because of your liabilities? Remember, the key to wealth is to acquire assets, not liabilities. What if you could earn money while you sleep? That's the power of passive income. For many, this concept might seem like a far-fetched dream, but it's not magic or wishful thinking. It's about making your money work for you instead of working for your money. And this is a principle that the rich dad in Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad, Poor Dad understood well. Passive income is the income you generate without actively working for it. It's like having employees that never sleep or take a break, constantly generating revenue for you. This isn't about getting rich quick. It's about building sustainable wealth over time. Think of it this way. If you're earning money only when you're actively working, You're limiting your potential income to the hours you can physically work. There's a finite limit. But with passive income, you break these chains and open yourself to a wealth of opportunities. In the book, Kiyosaki's rich dad cultivated multiple streams of passive income. He invested in properties that he rented out, generating steady rental income. He invested in businesses that ran without his daily involvement, providing a constant flow of profits. He put his money in stocks and bonds, earning dividends and interest. These are just a few examples of how he diversified his income, reducing risk and increasing his earning potential. Now you may wonder, isn't this risky? Yes, every investment carries a risk. But here's the catch. The rich dad didn't just throw his money around. He educated himself. He understood the markets, the trends, the risks, and the potential returns. He made informed decisions. And most importantly, he was patient. Wealth creation is a marathon, not a sprint. And that's the essence of passive income. It's about using your money smartly, diversifying your income streams, and letting your money work for you, even when you're not actively working. It's about financial freedom, about not being chained to a 9-to-5 job, about building wealth that lasts. The goal is to have your money work for you, not the other way around. Investing can seem intimidating, but it's a crucial part of wealth creation. Are you ready to take the leap? Let's start by understanding what investing truly means. In essence, investing is the act of committing money or capital to an endeavor, with the expectation of receiving additional income or profit. It's about making your money work for you, rather than working for your money. Now consider the approach of the rich dad in our book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. He didn't merely save his earnings, he actively invested them. He understood that the key to wealth wasn't just earning more, but also multiplying what he earned. Rich Dad's approach to investing was strategic and disciplined. He recognized that investing wasn't about chasing quick riches, but about building long-term wealth through diligent research, patience, and an understanding of the market. He didn't fear risks, but rather he knew how to manage and mitigate them. This brings us to an important aspect of investing, understanding and managing risk. All investments come with a certain level of risk, but the trick lies in managing it, not avoiding it. It's about making informed decisions, understanding potential losses, and being prepared for them. Consider this. If you were to keep all your money in a savings account, it might seem safe, but you'd also miss out on the potential growth that investments can offer. On the other hand, if you were to invest all your money without understanding the risks, you could lose it all. The key, therefore, lies in balancing safety and growth, and in understanding the risks before you invest. Remember, investing is a journey, not a destination. It's not about making a quick buck, but about consistently growing your wealth over time. It's about making informed decisions, managing risks, and staying committed to your financial goals. So, are you ready to embark on this journey? Remember, investing is not just for the wealthy. It's a tool that anyone can use to create wealth. Let's recap what we've learned from Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and how you can apply these lessons to your own life. The first major lesson to take away from the book is the importance of financial education. It's not enough to just make money. You need to understand how money works. You need to learn how to manage it, how to invest it, and how to make it work for you. Financial literacy is not taught in schools, and yet it is a crucial skill that everyone needs to master. Next, we learned about the difference between assets and liabilities. A simple rule of thumb is that assets put money in your pocket, while liabilities take money out. The rich focus on acquiring assets, like real estate, stocks, and bonds, while the poor and middle class often accumulate liabilities, like car loans and credit card debt. The key is to spend your money on assets, not liabilities. Then we delved into the power of passive income. This is income that you earn without having to actively work for it, like rental income or dividends from investments. Passive income is the secret to achieving financial freedom because it allows you to make money while you sleep. Finally, we talked about the importance of investing in wealth creation. Investing is not just about making more money, it's about creating a safety net for the future and ensuring that your money grows over time. The rich dad understood that money is a tool that, when invested wisely, can generate more wealth. Applying these lessons to your own life might seem daunting, but remember, it's all about taking small steps and making smart decisions. Start by educating yourself about finance. Then, focus on acquiring assets and creating passive income streams. And finally, invest your money wisely. Remember, the path to financial freedom starts with a shift in mindset. It's time to think like the rich dad,